Life has a way of testing us, putting adversities in front of us that push our mettle and to rise to the occasion. Foils to our way of life that we must overcome. Some famous smart dude probably once said, the hardest challenges are given to the strongest warriors. And so what has been my trial as of late? What is that thing that's been making my life just that little bit harder for no damn reason? It's this goddamn bird that hates mirrors and shits all over my stuff. Seriously, it's this one bird in particular that has decided to terrorize every mirror that I have. For months, I've been having to come home after a long hard day's work in the mines to a room that has been plagued by a filthy, feathery menace. Look, my room has this closet that has a sliding door that doubles as a mirror, and my room also has a sliding glass door that leads outside. So every time I leave and I forget to close that door, or someone like my mom walks in and doesn't close it, this little bastard strolls right in like he owns the place and starts the fight of the century, throwing hands, clawing, scratching, and pecking at his evil twin in the mirror. And he must be fighting dirty because he craps all over the floor and smears it everywhere. The very bottom of the mirror where this no-holds-barred street fight is happening is covered in bird spit, grime, and whatever else birds cough up. Because he must really be showing that other bird a lesson. And it's not just in my room. I've been seeing this stupid bird everywhere I go. This dumb, pea-sized bird-brain bitch has also been picking fights with my car's rearview mirrors. On top of all the other issues my car has, I now have to deal with a bird who has made it his mission to jump every mirror it sees and to shit all over my car's windows. Really? How stupid do you have to be to look into a mirror and not recognize that it's yourself? I mean, come on. Now this next bit. I swear I am not making this up. This bird followed me to where I work. One day when I was having my lunch break in my car, eating a sandwich and watching YouTube, I catch this little bastard in the act. He was going at it, ramming and pecking one of the mirrors like I owed him money. I can't believe this one bird hates mirrors that much that he followed me all the way to where I work just to send a message. Now, my frustration with this bird, it reached a boiling point when about a week ago, I got the worst food poisoning I've had in a long time. Listen, it was a bad judgment call, I was hungry, I wanted something cheap, and I didn't want to have to go far, so I got Taco Bell. Lo and behold, it was a bad idea. Because an hour or two after I had my lunch that day, I was puking up my guts. Absolutely hurling it to empty out the contents of my stomach. Thank God it was only coming out of one end instead of both at the same time. It was so bad that for the rest of the first day, I could barely hold down water. Anything more than just 2 gulps at a time and it would come right back up. And even though I can't prove it, and you might think I'm crazy, I bet that bird had something to do with it. Anyway, I proceed to be bedridden for the next day and a half, just rotting and trying to endure the pain in my stomach. The second day wasn't as bad as the first day, but I still felt awful. I could barely get out of bed, my head was throbbing, and I was starving because I hadn't eaten in a whole day, and for the first time in a long time, I was weak. Usually, I have the strength to easily crush watermelons between my thighs, but then, I could barely open one of those twist cap water bottles. It was bad. I spent half the day in my bed, soaking in my misery until I worked up the strength to try to walk outside and sit in the sunlight, hoping that the sun's rays would heal me at least a tiny bit like Superman. It didn't really work, so after about 10 to 15 minutes, I walked back into my room, not really feeling much better. And who do I see throwing hands in my room? It's that damn bird doing his usual shit. I was too weak to try to deal with him right then and there, so I tried to shoo him out of the way, just get him out of my room. But instead of going out the same way he came in, he purchased on one of the things I have hanging up on my walls, and while looking me straight in the eye, he shits right in front of me and right onto my stuff. You've done it now, Buster. I closed the door behind me, making sure there is no way out and that he's trapped here with me. Whatever ounce of strength I had just absolute skyrocket, and I entered the anime rage mode. And for the next 20 to 30 minutes, it turned into a Tom and Jerry bit. I was chasing him up and over, under my bed and through the corners, and we were just going around in circles in my room. Recalling all of these events one after another and looking back, it wasn't just the bird alone. Along with my car, me getting food poisoning, and just other things in my life not panning out how I would have liked, this was just the last straw. And to be honest, I don't really know what I would have done if I got that bird. After this embarrassing cartoon brawl, the anime rage mode wears off and I return back to my weakened, sick state. I'm exhausted, sweaty, frustrated, and so I just call it off. You're not worth it. I open the sliding door and I scare him off one last time, and he flies away like the little feathery bitch that he is. I like to imagine I taught him a lesson that day. Tell your friends don't come around here anymore. It's been nearly 2 weeks as of recording of this video, and I have not seen that bird bitch since. My room is free from being terrorized by bird shit, and so is my car, and I have not seen any drive-bys during my lunch break at work. So, it all turned out for the better. And all it took was just a bit of my dignity. Anyway, that's the whole story. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.